course, the most obvious feature that you run into around Billings is the Rimrocks. We see the Rimrocks almost every day. We hear them mentioned in the news as parts of the Rimrocks are tumbling off. The Rimrocks themselves actually have a bit of an interesting history as to why they're here and how they developed. Starting about 550 million years ago, sea level's been rising and falling, kind of continuously rising for a while, then falling back down again, covering North America with seawater. And the Rimrocks actually represent a time about 85 million years ago when sea level was dropping. So if you go below the Rimrocks to the older rocks, those represent deep, relatively deep, probably a couple hundred feet deep ocean water. And then sea level's dropping, and we start to get sandstone and particular shapes and fossils within the Rimrocks themselves that indicate the shallowing water as we're getting closer and closer to the beach. And then eventually we do get to rocks and sediment that looks a lot like we would find on a beach. And eventually we get up to dry land. And if you move a little bit younger or above our location here, we have indication of flow from rivers, and we see coal and some of the types of features that we would see associated with dry land. And one of the things that geologists do to figure all this stuff out is, number one, look for fossils. So the Rimrocks contain marine fossils in various locations, so we know that parts of the Rimrocks are marine rocks. And we also look for shapes like this. So notice that some of these layers are kind of tilted in this direction, then we have some others tilted in this direction, and this is formed by movement of sand in flowing water. So we can tell how deep the water was, how fast it was moving, even in some cases whether it was influenced by tides or storms that we might see in the marine system. So we use all these pieces of evidence, put them together to try to come up with the story as to why the Rimrocks are here.